Well, hello guys. So, the moon's calling, and there's been a couple people that have been consistently stopping in and saying hello, or talking to me outside of the stream. And I just wanted to say thank you to them. There's Robert, Squidman, and Zukath that have been talking to me and saying good things at least about the stream and whatnots and all that good stuff. Anyway, I have been slaving away, going into the builder mode or whatever, just turning on some good music, not necessarily good music for streaming and stuff, because copyright and, well, I talk quiet. But anyway, this is what I've got to show for it. These Spinos are Squidmans. He's taken up that mantle and breeding those to be something nice and good. Alright. So, today, I did a lot. I thought I started work at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and I was going to hop off the game, take my shower, get ready for work, starting at noon, and then relax and enjoy my day beforehand. But my wife reminded me I start work at noon and not that I can get ready at noon. You know what I mean? So that was unfortunate, and I logged out instantly and went to work, you know? So when I got in this morning, or this afternoon after work, I went slaving away again. I upgraded us to electrical lights. Since we're paying for gas anyway, might as well pay for the good lights. Had to tear up most of the base, searching for all of the torches that were strewn about. And, by the way, this here hatchery, it now has a maximum weight capacity, or item capacity of 50. See, the last one I was in, I had like 50,000 eggs or something in one of these suckers. And I was just like, hey, anybody want an egg? Come by, take them all. I don't mind. And I have caught up to Dave's levels. Oh, so I've got a fridge set up with eggs. Are they pink? I'm thinking that they're pink just because of the torches. Oh. So I've got my worker bees section. Got one with the wool. Another one with all this good stuff. I'll come back for more. And then he's got all sorts of fertilizer up on his buckets. Oh, you can now see these stripes on the dung beetle. With the torches, for some reason, you couldn't see his stripes. Too far. Toss the wool. I'm out of something. that's gonna work on that for a little bit. Ooh, we did get a this installed, and it's the industrial cooker. And I went through slaving away, and we've got indoor piping throughout the whole place. So I'm gonna snag me a little bit of food. There's myself some mushroom and Swiss burgers. Well, then I'll be back for that. Oh. You may remember this from a while back. Go away. I hit the equals whistle, whatever that is. So that is the Kibble Castle of in-game Mad Dash. I was hoping to have had much better colors when it came to switching over here, but no, it didn't happen. So no big deal. Got my sorting system here. I've got all the resources in that one. Farming and trophies and whatever miscellaneous there. Weapons, nope, costumes here. And then over here I've got the weapons and armor as well as colors, and then built structures. It's kind of quarters off a sleeping quarters for everybody there. Squidman got us one of these doohickeys. Alright. Oh, let's see if it's ready for me. I'll go back. Oh, so we've got some decent breeders coming out. Flat about age 182. We just need some new blood to pump up the levels a bit. We do have some decent leveled bullpups now. And I have had a new mutation. This one here, Ghost, the tannish looking one. I called it Ghost because when it was a baby, I thought the mutation was white stripes on its neck, whatever those are. And then we've got Blue. This one's mutation was Oxygen. This one's mutation was Health. And then we've just got a very high level. Some super lucky holes right there. But no, one mutation. Because of Ghost. And it came out with the mutated Health, which is nice. And that was a stuttered 2 in there. Anyways, it's the map of aberration. Alright, on to the juicy parts of what I've been working. So I changed the lights just to be cool and stuff. I am thinking to readjust this ramp here. Not to be at the angle, but to be over, I don't know, somewhere else. Straight. Maybe compact it up a bit. So I put up some stilts on our farm here. Make it look believable with it sitting right there. Not worried about that part over there. I talked about it, and I did it. I gave it that little look there. You'll see. See? It doesn't do anything, but it just looks good. So there's the stilts for that. I'm thinking really want to show you guys, and I don't know how to show you, and keep it with the same suspense that I've got right now. What am I short on now? Maybe metal. Crap. I ruined some supplies. Dagnabbit. Don't just click on a button because there's a button. That is a bad mistake. Just saying. Still in 5 electronics. Metal. We're out some metal. I think I'm done with that now. As well as that. That too. Oh, crap. Look at me. Spoiling my own little system. There we go. And I'm going for a Christmas vibe here in my colors. So you see I've got a stylish Santa hat with my colors going on. I've already had the stilts over here. So this is... Excuse me. So this is what I really worked on today. I had to go get wood. For my last thatch trip, I didn't need to go get that, so I was happy. But I'm pretty sure I need to get thatch now. Alright, so what I did is I made some storage here. Oh. Don't want that there no more. This is inside somebody's little yard. It's the only yard to actually get grass. And a private door. Well, not the only one to get the private door. One other one did that. Anyways. Ooh. What level are you? Huh? Oh. That's how we do it. So this one here is already... I went through and killed a lot of my animals yesterday to cull them out because we've got too many animals. So to help with the animal storage, because I know that everybody's going to be wanting some animals more than the standard for everybody, so you know what I did about that? I accommodated. We've got the storage down below each house. So the house goes up there. Storage for the animals are right here. I didn't want it to look like it's all one building. I wanted it to look like the house was hung off the wall. So that's what I did. I hung the house on the wall. I added these pillars in to make it believable, make it something realistic. Because I don't know why, but it bugs me seeing something on Ark that just can't, well, Ark or Minecraft even, that just can't physically be that way, you know? So this has some believable aspects to it. Probably not 100%, but close. So I put the pillars up around the little walkway, which we'll go to in a second. Put a pillar in each of the corners. Well, each of the corners that aren't next to the wall. And then I put a pillar up to denote where the animals walk through. Let me get through to that. Now our place is huge, and we've got a lot of spinos and a couple of crabs going on in here. Something cool I did is I used some triangles here. So I use the regular square pieces to not limit or restrict what has to be built above. But right at the entrance, on the spots that were 3 wide, trying to make it so it's evenly in there. So 2 over there, 2 over there, yep, even. So I put the triangle pieces, 5 of them in, and it actually snaps together quite perfectly. That way it kind of narrows the entrance down to 2. Me, I'm not going to have a whole bunch of big animals. I'm going to kind of stick with some animals that fit, you know? So raptors, little ones, and little guy, and the ravagers. Might get, I don't know, something big. No, not big, but something else that's small, about that same size. Alright, back to the first place. So that's that place. And they have the grass. I'm thinking to give everybody, I don't know, a little bit of time to go and select their spot that they would like to live in. Before I just like gather up the animals and get them out of the way and just assign them a spot. This way, people can get the spots that they like. Alright, so this is vacant lot number 1. Perfect. Oh, and my temperature is perfect. Let's kind of measure it out a little bit. Oh yes. Normally right here, I am burning up. I'll show you. See? Burning up. But I'm wanting to have everybody install a air conditioner somewhere. So that I'm not burning up all the time anymore. You know what I mean? I ain't burning up. It just annoys me hearing my guy go, all the time. Bugs the heck out of me. So, now this is here, I've already claimed it. I gave everybody a day to be able to come by and take this spot. So that way, whenever I claimed a spot, I wouldn't feel bad about taking my spot. Given a little space in between the 2 of them. My wife, Tara, you remember her? I think she's playing bow on this server. Yep, that's one of her little doohickeys. Yeah, why not? Could be bright. It's daytime, no big deal. Have a little fun, little man. Anyway, she's offered to build houses. In case she plays a role-playing server, she might want to be like an engineer or something. That'd be a good way for her to experiment and practice and have awesome ideas, you know? I know she's got awesome ideas already. A gift we gave some of our real-life friends was a terrarium thingy. It's just a glass bowl or something, decorative. We put some rocks in it, put some moss in it, and we wanted to make a little home for a fairy. We wanted to put a gnome in there, but unfortunately Walmart ran out of it. Other people had great ideas. So that would be this home there. Anyway, back to it. Oh, drats, you guys see it. Crap. I went and installed electricity throughout the whole place, as well as plumbing. So every home will have its own water supply. If the person chooses to build their place, they will, down here, they will build their own place and make the water go where they want the water to go, or whatever the case goes. Hide wires. Shoot, can't believe I messed that up. Well, anyway, the blue. Oh, these dodos, I'm thinking to nix them. I'll show you why in a little while. Not that one, that's not a dodo. Oh, if you don't happen to know how to do this trick, you build up with some walls, and you're building whatever you want on top. Directly below it, you put an identical piece. So that there's just a square piece, so I put the square piece there. And there, and there. Yep. Which permitted me to stretch out by one with a railing on top. I did have this one lowered, but it had too much ground covering it, so it didn't want to count it as a real piece, you know. I've got the pillars going down, making it look awesome. Here's another person's home. They've got a little bit of dirt there. They do unfortunately have some guests, so to say. There we go. Right there, wild guests. I'm thinking to go tame a horse and remove them from the premises. That way people can just come in and build something nice. And then if the opening for the dinosaurs were already too wide, I left it that way. Believing that if it was bigger than a 2 wide, they wouldn't really be storing it below their house, like the Spinos and the crabs. Alright, on with the tour. And I've also got to drop down another air conditioner. So I've got the torches over here. So that's where this one's going to go. It's on this side. Oh, but I did, if I did forget to mention, Tara, or Bo, is wanting to go through and build some houses. So anybody that doesn't want to build their house, or it takes too long to claim their own place, will be assigned a house. If they don't like it, they can do whatever, but they will get a house if that comes to it. Vacant lot 4, really large. It's the biggest one. I had to put a foundation below this spot to actually be able to make everything work. And each house has its own way up to the balcony thingy here. So if we were on more of a roleplay server, or not roleplay PvP type of deal, I would not leave the bottoms open. I would have, well, there would be mods, so like the stables mod is really nice, and it would let me put in some sorts of a gate here, and you'd at least have some way to lock it so people can't just wander on up, you know. But each house has their own way to their own little place. Ooh, this one here was a really nice place. I was kind of envious after I claimed that one, but I think that one best fits me and my wife. I was really wanting to put in the sloped ones here, and then put the railings on top of that, but it didn't want to do it. Knucklehead, so. Alright, vacant lot 4 you guys have seen. Water. And I currently have left the electrical wires outlets visible so you can see where they are. And I put a light next to it. Now with day being sometimes dark and dark sometimes being day, I've left these to be always on. And it actually does quite well. I don't know if I started streaming when it was still night. But anyway, we've got our Spino huddle. Hoping that gets fixed. Like, eliminate most of them. Leave a breeding set, one or two, whatever, personal animals. And then here's this one. And you notice there's no opening here. That's because the opening's here. I put these stairs in between two of them, which I think worked out quite nicely. They've got a little bit of grass, and they've got their own person one here. So they might get gifts like, I don't know, me going through to use the pooper, so I can queue up that dung beetle. Making sure this thing's gonna get fixed. Where's it at? There it is. There we go. So we're gonna actually go downstairs. We'll kind of continue on upstairs. And then I needed to deter the electrical wires in a little bit, just in case, you know. So I did. And then vacant lot was 6. Yep, 6. This was the biggest of them all, being that large. I didn't want it touching the farm because that's just not cool. Anyway, and it's also like a wraparound here. I thought about living here, but I didn't want to wait to claim a home and like wait the day so that somebody can have this spot, seeing what I've built for them to build off of. Yeah, that guy's sighing. And then they've got their little place down here to store their animals. By storing their animals down here, it's going to create a lot of room out there. And we've got some sheeps. These 3 here are our original ones. The one in the middle being Dodge. Dodge Ram, get it? Anyway, he's our best male. And this one here, I believe? Yes. Is our best female. And then this one's Squidman's. And then I bred up a few. I really wanted one like this for myself. Because being a hobbit, I know how good sheeps are. They're fun, quick little mounts. Not really for killing something, but for running and booking whatever I need to do. I can quickly zip from here to wherever Anna lives in a jiffy. So that is the general base tour. Let's give you a look from the wall. I've got one way up to the wall, because it is actually quite wall space consuming to build a way to the wall. The chimney for our crafting room, just for awesome decorations. Now, this is awesome. Alright, so we've got a zip line here, which I'm eventually gonna make something a bit nicer for like zip lining up. Because you know, you got the motor and you don't want to walk through the door. Alright, so I want to get a good view of this place. Oh. You look awesome. Where's the alpha? 72 male. Doesn't look as awesome. But whatever. Isn't it awesome? So we currently have 6 people in our tribe. When I started building in here, there was only 5. So I built the extra spot to be somebody coming in later can live in here, move in, you know, no big deal. And also gave everybody at least 2 options. So if you ended up being the 5th one picking at that time, you would have had 2 choices still. You wouldn't have been just stuck with one. I really wanted a picture of this somewhere. And then go get those saved into Discord. Probably won't be able to get that done tonight because it's pretty late. I'm supposed to be heading off to bed. But people keep big animals to a reasonable amount. Of course, a breeding set because you got to have breeders. And then these crabs, I think they can jump over the entire wall. So they can jump up on top of each person's house. They can make their own landing pad for a crab. And then we've got the huge middle area for like that roll rat. It needs a lot of space to turn around. It's been a while since I rode on the spinos, but I believe that they would need some space too. So that's what the middle is for. There we go, got my 2 pictures, I think. And see if I can get those posted into the stream Discord. Just for awesome funness, you know? And then maybe later, since my wife's taken over the building of the houses, which I think is quite awesome. Lets me focus on, I don't know, other things. Go taming, remembering how to tame well. And then I'm thinking maybe put up some battlements looking thing up here. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys today. Just a little bit of a show and tell and a fail. I was close. Ooh. Oh, it's not getting to be dark either. But you can see that it's got decent lights out there. So if you guys want to have some fun, have the Arc expansion because it went on ridiculous sale, hit us up. You're welcome to join us. It's a open invite server, so if you like to join us, just hit me up. I'll hook you up with the best I can getting in and having the fun. You want to join the main tribe? Awesome. We'll get you hooked up with animals or whatnots. You don't want to join the main tribe? No big deal. Well, we'll see what we can do anyway, because we're friendly. Kind of like Casper the Ghost. Well, good night, guys. Catch you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe